What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm Tamaj and this is Tay.
Hey.
And today we are on Stargirl Season 3, Episode 5, The Thief. So yeah, we're going to jump into this. Glad it's back. We took a little 1 week break. We got a couple more episodes. I don't think there's any breaks coming up. So yeah, we're ready to dive into it. Full and early reactions are available on Patreon. Flashback. Finally gonna get at least one answer. 10 more questions. Or where does she hide it? She did that on accident. I pretty much had.
So loud from all over there.
Something happened. Like I think it's because her arm.
Yeah.
You know, it's dragon like. She accidentally jerked the trigger. She just lied about everything. I pretty much figured she stabbed him. I already came up to that conclusion. I'm wondering if she. Do you think she might have accidentally transformed or something? And that's how she ripped the trailer apart, or was that something else
I
entirely?
feel like it's something else, and
It just disappeared after that. She's working with it.
she came, and he was just like that, and she was like, oh, well, his laptop's right there, and so I might as well kill him, make him, I don't know, like, finish him off. But then her reaction to the laptop was like, oh, the laptop's there, I have to already kill him, so I don't know.
I wasn't ready to say goodnight.
Gonna do some more research tonight. Maybe I can find out more about what you can do and why.
I gotta research what I can do. How?
Wikipedia? We'll figure this out together.
You're good at making my world feel less dark.
That is why she's Stargirl. She can see the light. Or help others see the light. Watch her brother walk up or something. Courtney!
Hey, why are you smiling?
Just a good day.
What happened?
Nothing specific. What's for dinner?
I don't know. Mom's at work and I just dropped Mike off at Jakeem's.
That's okay. I can
You
find
expect
something
the
to
neighbors
eat.
to be over to make dinner.
So,
Whether we expect them to or not, they're gonna be there.
you're not gonna ask me for an update?
On what?
Is there an update?
Well, I've been trying to call you. Yolanda too.
I guess I didn't hear my phone.
Well, Rick and Yolanda, they went down into the tunnels with Sylvester to see if there's any sign of Dragon
Oh, I
King
forgot
being
about that.
alive.
Yes, they did.
So far, nothing.
He took the stuff this time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So, what are you gonna do now?
Sylvester is leading the JSA at the moment. So until we hear anything from them, I've got homework.
He's like, she is acting different.
Yeah.
Look. He's like, nah, she be too excited to get into the mission and asking questions and figuring stuff out. Just trying to find out something about his dad, about the powers.
I would have that on too.
It's supposed to be annoying, so they give up. She's not thinking of that?
Guess where you got her at?
Love their idols, wow.
Someone's home.
Most of the tunnels have collapsed and there are only a few rooms left.
She's like, damn it, exposed. She probably left some piece of evidence behind. Didn't even realize it.
What is this place?
Whoa, we've never been down here before.
It's the ISA meeting room. Someone's been working here.
What's all this stuff for?
It's gotta be Dragon Kings, right? Sylvester, what do you think? I thought the Shade went after the Gambler out of pettiness, and the Crux because of blackmail. Someone's made an awful lot of effort to cover their tracks, and almost killed me for getting on them. This thread we're pulling, I think it's gonna lead us somewhere big, and I don't like it.
What do you mean?
Look at them.
They're,
The ISA.
they're done.
Mocking me! Even dead, they're mocking me!
We're going home.
That was actually a nice painting.
Whoever
The
did this,
picture, whatever.
whoever attacked me, Dragon King or not, we are gonna find them, and they're gonna pay!
Rick looking like, sir, I need you to take a step back.
That was a really nice
Relax.
portrait, whatever.
Take a chill pill, Sylvester. I just don't think he was actually like this before. I think whatever the staff bringing him back didn't bring him back all the way. Something is different about him.
What I don't understand is, why is he back in the field? He needs therapy. He needs a job. He needs to.
Because remember Yolanda went to him. He wasn't. It's not technically his day. He was chilling, but Yolanda couldn't find Courtney, and they needed to kind of get on the mission quickly.
He don't need to be in the field at all.
I don't think they wanted to go without their a star,
Yeah.
basically. So they wanted, because usually they don't like to do missions without their leader, and I guess since Courtney and him are technically co-leading,
And they're close-up fighters, so it's helpful in a lot of this.
yeah, more than Mary. And obviously, I mean, look at what the threat did to him, you know, Starman himself. So it's just like, okay, we really need some backup on this. You don't want to go up against something without the numbers.
Into someone else's territory.
Right. So, but Cindy almost got caught. So I need to put it all together. She's definitely played a big part. Obviously, they went through the trouble to show that she didn't act, like it didn't show her stabbing him. It just showed the aftermath. So she could have stabbed something else for all we know, or just got done transforming from a dragon and something else that killed him. And she ripped the trailer apart. There's so many different ways they could play that scene because they're only showing you bits and pieces out of context. So you can come up to many different conclusions with scenes out of context. So I'm just still gonna refrain my judgment, but I still do think it was a combination of a bunch of different villains, or my second theory is that Cindy turned into a dragon and did rip the trailer apart, because something ripped the trailer apart. It's some creature. So unless she's transforming uncontrollably, I don't know. But she's looking for her dad's labs. There were several of them. She found a location, but she had to dip. So she's been experimenting on herself. We don't know exactly what she's doing, but she's playing a big part. Yeah. And I mean, they've been keeping the Crocs on the show. So obviously they play some sort of part in all this too, because why are you still keeping them around? It ain't just to be the nosy neighbors. You got something planned for them. I mean, they've had some great scenes, and I'm enjoying their characters because they're just funny. But I still feel like they played a part in it, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Shade too. Well, no, not Shade necessarily in that, but Shade knows more than he's telling.
Yeah.
That's just always how it is with him. So we'll see. And we still haven't seen this Mr. Bones guy. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see where it goes.
I took the kids into the tunnels. We didn't find anything, except for a huge painting of Icicle and his cronies, and I started thinking about what he did to me, and I lost my temper.
Yeah, it seems to happen a lot.
I must look pretty unhinged.
At least he's self-aware.
Yeah.
So count me out.
But he's,
Well,
that
that's
doesn't...
what
I don't think
Yeah, it doesn't seem to
I'm
happen in those
a
moments.
person that... You don't like me very much, do you?
Who, me?
We're different types of people, I know.
Oh, as in, you're a JSA type of person, and I'm not.
Oh, no. Look, the JSA was made up of all sorts of people, and we were not all best buds. I mean, hell, I got on Dr. Fate's nerves worse than Wotan.
The hell's a Wotan? Is that like a skin disease?
Fate's arch enemy. I think he had a skin disease.
That's
Skin was
a
green.
heavy hitter right there.
The point is, you stopped Icicle, and he's the one that put me in the ground. So in a way, you got me justice.
Yeah, that was an accident, pal.
Maybe. But going up against Eclipso, that was real superhero stuff. When I was your age, no one took me seriously either.
What'd you do about it?
Well, I made things happen, is what?
I'm
I
telling
proved
him that.
everybody wrong about the
You've been
Stargirl
trying.
kid by going places and doing
Somebody
things.
had to pick up all them
And people
keys.
said I couldn't.
Poor Danny.
maybe-
I feel so bad.
That's cool. Beginning.
You and I aren't so different.
Art room messed up. Then the cafeteria. Just...
Right, art room flooded.
Oh, heck yeah, fancy.
Water to the knee.
Good morning, everyone.
We're collecting money for the hungry. And the hungry is us, so let's make it happen. Yeah, consider it a tax for being...
That's what's him called?
losers.
Black Lightning. He always be in
Sounds fair.
shows. He was in another DC.
Look, I really wish
That was
we
a
could figure
he
this
died.
out,
Tavion.
fellas.
Oh,
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember that.
You know
Because
what?
he's been in several different DC
I really
stuff.
wish these bullies were nicer to us.
I want to say he was in Titans or Doom Patrol. One of them two.
Give us your money, please.
I think
Or else
anyway.
I'm gonna have to hit you really, really hard in your quite handsome faces.
If I catch you messing with freshmen again, Travis, I'll break way more than that.
What do you care?
I don't.
Oh my god. That is a dragon spawn. Don't be looking at him like that.
Wow. You know what? I got an idea.
They're gonna team up with her. Oh my. But then again, Courtney told her, if you basically do another unsanctioned mission or do anything like, what she's been doing, you're off the team. So it might be in her best interest to stay away from whatever Mike's doing. Because if she puts them in danger or they put themselves in danger and she's there, yeah, they're
I mean,
gonna
she
blame
could be
Cindy.
like, "Oh, I went so they weren't in danger, so I could help them." I don't know, but she could also prevent them from going to that.
She could tell Courtney and them. So it's gonna be, like I said, Cindy's gonna take the blame for it if something goes wrong. But yeah, if something goes right, then I guess maybe it's good for all of them. But still,
Too risky.
she's just really flip floppy. Just wants to help 1 second, but doing evil things in the shadows. I just don't know what her angle is. I don't
Because
know.
honestly, you could have been like, one of my dad's experiments on me is affecting me. I need to find his labs.
Well, I'm just gonna assume she's evil still, and she's still. I mean, she's the arch nemesis of Stargirl, so I don't think that's ever gonna change. Just like even with an Arrow with Malcolm Merlin and Oliver, or even you can even say Reverse Flash and Barry. They always at a point worked together, when things required it, but they were always enemies at the end of the day. No matter how cordial they were at points, they ended up always at odds, and I think that's just how it's going to be with Cindy and Courtney. They're just always destined to be enemies, and they still tried to do the redemption thing with Cindy, but it's not working for her. She's not getting the gratification that she got from being a villain, and plus all this other stuff's happening to her, so which I'm sure is affecting her thought processes and stuff. So we'll see. The writers are doing a really good job of giving us stuff, but also keeping it a mystery. But I just hope it doesn't drag on a little too long. I kind of want to get some answers and kind of just get a sense of what's going on.
At least towards the end of the next episode.
Yeah, but I am enjoying what they're doing so far, for the most part. I knew he was about to call back. Just put your goggles on in the middle of class. Don't mind me, guys. I just need to see my test.
What's up, Doc?
Mr. Pemberton.
Hi, I'm at one of Dragon King's hidden labs. In the middle of nowhere's villainous sticks. I can't get in.
Can you disable the locks? You're the hacker.
I'm in the middle of a test, and I'm not a hacker.
Oh, come on, Beth. It'll only take a
Just
sec.
ask to use a bathroom.
I'll be your best friend.
I found something.
They probably somebody looking at her like, what the hell is this
Right,
girl
because
doing?
I would be too.
They already think she's on the weirdo table.
Popcorn! You did it, Beth!
No wonder McKnight retired. You're a genius.
Gosh. Thanks, Mr. Pemberton.
If you should probably stand right there with
Oh, that is she!
I would have those on.
I get you to the math test.
That's great! Congrats!
You knew how to do it anyway.
I gotta go.
You're like, Beth, let me see them goggles. What is that? You're cheating?
Apple's new latest model.
No Apple goggles, guys. Keep your Apple goggles at home.
Please put your phones, Apple Watches, tablets,
Goggles, everything away.
Reminds me of my mother. But you're cuter.
Disrespect.
That poor lizard. Please put it into the wild. Actually,
Hello, Barbara. Hi, Paula.
Another sweet
Of course they
potato
were gonna
fries?
come in.
Omega 3s, baby. Have a seat. Make yourself at home. We've been taking a page out of your do-gooder handbook there, bud.
Do gooder.
Meaning what?
We're doing our own investigation into Stephen Sharp's murder.
We don't need
How's
you to
that
do
going?
that.
We started by interrogating everyone he owed money to.
There's a whole lot of people with a motive to whack him. We dangled them off a tall building to get answers.
You are not
Hey,
Batman.
get this.
She said that.
We're not the only ones that Putz paid back before he died. I mean, he paid them all back.
We thought it was impossible for a degenerate like Sharp to truly change, but we're thinking maybe he did.
Okay, look, investigating
You guys
that,
did.
it was a good idea.
Maybe.
Though I can't condone your tactics, I do appreciate your dedication. But your work is done.
are you gonna eat
So
that?
thank you. No, we're not done. We're gonna help you solve this thing, bucko. But don't you have more important things to do, like checking in with your parole officers? I don't know, your cholesterol levels? Our cholesterol levels are pristine. Hey, you want to hear a weird bonus to being heroes for once? It's kind of supercharged our lives in the bedroom, if you know what I mean.
Want to be a team? So you could apologize for leaving me out at the JSA meetings again? No. Probably looks really good on you. Okay, you're the one who's been ditching out on us at lunch. Fine, partners, sure.
She's like, Yolanda attacks me every time I go to your lunch table.
Cameron and I have been hanging out. He's in a bad place right now about his dad. I feel guilty about what happened. He doesn't know.
You can't tell him, Courtney.
You almost did.
Cameron is gonna be just fine. He's basically a nice guy. Though he's not so nice to me. No one is, besides you, really. You've changed. Other people will see that eventually.
You just beat somebody up.
Why
Two
are you
people.
talking to me about this and not Cat Girl or someone?
Cat girl.
Because I knew you wouldn't judge me and that you'd give it to me straight. I kind of like the idea of you and Cameron, but no one wants to hear how awful their father was. I mean, you should know. Wouldn't you rather still think Starman was your dad instead of some degenerate who didn't want you?
Yeah. She thought her dad was Starman.
You don't want him to feel like us.
See, it's moments like this where it's like, you know, she's genuine. But then behind the scenes, she's scheming. I just don't know about her. I can't figure it out. I think, evil is, there's very few people that are truly evil. Everybody has their own motivations and their own stories and things that's happened to them. I mean, the way some of these people be getting their abilities and their powers is truly messed up. We always get to see the good side of it.
Yeah.
The one thing I like about DC as a franchise is that they highlight their villains. They give villains time to breathe and flesh out. Villains get their own movies and shows on this universe, which is what I like. And they do a really good job humanizing those characters and giving you their side of the story.
It shows them, not just them.
Because Shiv, the first season, you don't know too much about her. She's mean. She's the bully. She's the villain, one of the big bad villain's daughters. So it's like, yeah, evil. Quickly to label her, but there's layers to her. Layers to what's happened to her, and then you start to realize that's why she is the way she is. You look at her parents, how they were, didn't have much of a family household. Now, of course, that doesn't condone her behavior, but when she's growing up like that, you learn from your environment. So that she's always in a hostile environment, so she's in hostile mode. Now that her family's gone, she's not in hostile mode anymore, so she's more cool and cordial with folks. But there's still that side to her, that who she was, it didn't go away. So still got to figure out what she's doing. Kind of I'm glad they're digging into her character a bit more this episode.
Yeah.
But I still can't figure her out. Not all the way.
Operation Dragon Queen is a go.
Okay, you go.
Right.
No, you go. You agree. You go. You go. You said you want to go. We can't go. Come on.
Hi, yeah. Hi. We have a preposition for you.
Okay, that's not what you mean, but go ahead.
Alright, look, let's face it. Courtney and the others are not your biggest fans, necessarily. And a woman with your skills, it needs to be appreciated. Even worshipped.
He's looking at her like, what did you just say?
And that appreciation is just not coming from the JSA. So what do you say you ditch those ingrates and you join us? We got all-stars.
Not the All-Stars.
That is adorable.
Is that a yes? It sounds like a yes.
It's never gonna happen.
Sylvester searched the lab. No Dragon King yet.
But he could still be out there, so what do we tell Sydney?
She's part of the team. She needs to be brought up to speed on everything. And I bet she could help.
I still don't trust her, okay? But I guess I'm open to it if that's what Courtney wants.
Courtney is busy.
Earth to Courtney Whitmore. I'm listening. No, you're not. Yes, let's loop Sylvester in.
It's not what we were talking about. Hi.
Hi, back at ya.
How's it going, guys?
Dude, we're in the middle of a conversation.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So get lost.
They don't like each other.
What exactly is your problem?
I am staring right at him.
Rick, knock it off. I am so sorry, Cameron. We're right in the middle of a project. It's for the science fair.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'll see you later.
They're teasing a showdown between the two. I can't wait
Don't
to
tell
see
me
it
you're
on.
hanging out with that creep.
He's not a creep. Do not say that.
Okay, kind of bad timing, Court. We are trying to find a killer. We need you.
Yeah, Sylvester's great, but...
He has a temper.
Oh, and you don't? Look, guys, I am focused on the case. I am. But I'm helping Cameron too, okay? We're the JSA, right? We help people.
Okay, what does Cameron McKen need help with?
I finally found someone I like. Can't you just be happy for me?
Truthfully, no. Not when it's him. I'm sorry, Courtney, but Cameron's dad...
Cameron's not his dad any more than I'm mine, Yolanda. That's not
point.
fair to him.
That is a
Or
good
me.
point. Y'all just pissed y'all leader off. So now they're really in no business being discussed.
You dating Courtney?
Why does that matter to you?
Courtney and I are friends now. Didn't you hear? I know it's hard to believe, but people really do change. Have you?
What is that supposed to mean?
Have you told her about summer art camp? Between 2nd and 3rd grade? I guess it's less of a camp and more of an institution. Where little angry boys could learn to stop breaking things.
So he has a temper too. That's why he's able to control it so good when
With
he's
the
facing
walls
Rick.
padded. Strengths.
You can see it now that she
Talking
brings it
about
up.
mommy.
He holds himself back. Oh.
I don't know why you want to hurt me, but everything you just said proves that you haven't changed.
That's an interesting little bombshell she just dropped for us. You can see it. That makes so much sense because there's always been something about him that's a bit edgy. But he does, you can't really judge him for it because he controls it.
Right.
Because most people, when Rick would have talking to him the way he would have got right with him, you know, would have argued, they would have ended up fighting. But he took it in, apologized, said he was wrong. But he still calls you out like, and he makes that face like he's really angry and he wants to do something, but he holds himself back. I mean, he did put an icicle on his tire, but he is pretty good at self-control, but it's like sometimes he does lose it, and we kind of seen that when his power structure came in. He was overwhelmed and he couldn't hold it in anymore. It was too much, and he had to unleash it. And I think he unleashes his anger through his powers. But yeah, he's fighting them. Not only is he fighting his powers, but he's fighting his temper.
And that's why Courtney was like, you need to find a way to use your powers without being angry.
And I think she is good for him. I think she puts him in a good state mentally, which gives him better control. But when you got people like Rick, who's pushing him, and you got Cindy coming over and pushing him, it starts to build back up. And then you got this looming secret that's bound to come out with the fact that Mike killed his dad, which is always going to be that big thing that's between Courtney and him that I think is going to be the ultimate factor that drives them apart eventually. As much as I like to see them as a couple, it's going to be short-lived because of that very fact that Courtney's brother killed him. And the fact that Icicle Jr. is a villain, and that's who he is. So we know it's going to come to that conclusion, but it's doing a good job taking its time with that and telling that story. But it's going to be kind of tragic almost, because you get to see, like I said, DC fleshing out their villains. You get to see him as a normal person first. You get to see his story evolve over seasons. They don't rush their character arcs just to get them to the end. This is still much, a ever-growing story, which I am really enjoying. They do a good job, like I said, with the characters over here.
I've never seen Courtney like that.
Me either.
Okay, guys, it does sound like you kind of went after her a little bit.
You're on her side?
There are no sides, Yolanda. You shouldn't think that way. Ever. I mean, you guys know the story. JSA got into a fight about what happened with Bruce Gordon. We never fully reconciled. Then my choice about Bruce made us pick sides, and that eventually destroyed us. I should have listened to Pat. Should have done whatever I had to do to bring the team back together. Learn from my mistakes, please.
I'm calling her this out. Her parents.
Hello?
Hey, hon, how was your math test?
Horrible. I cheated.
Off the phone.
I can't talk right now. I'm in the middle of a JSA meeting.
But Barbara said that the Crocs are following up on some leads.
Honey, the Crocs. If they can help, we can certainly do something.
Yeah, give us an assignment. Video?
Not the parents try to help.
Curious.
We're ready for a special mission.
Oh, come on, we're not ready. Come on, special.
We'll talk later tonight, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
They want me to give them a mission.
It's always hard when the family finds out. My sister Mary, she did.
Henry's mom, right? Mary Pemberton.
Brainwave killed her.
Forgot about that.
So what do I do?
First rule I have, protect the family.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's her family's
You
role
okay,
to
hon?
protect their family, and that's bad. They're gonna want to help her. But yeah, they shouldn't be in the line of fire.
I can't figure the hourglass out. Rick, you can't be so hard on yourself. Your dad had a lifetime of education before he invented that thing.
How can I be our man if my strength gives out after 20 minutes?
Well, you shouldn't have broke it. Well, we think before
It's
we
gotta
do
be the
something.
limiter. There's this thingy, for lack of a better term, on the hourglass that limits it to working only an hour a day. That's gotta be busted.
Wait, so if I just remove the limiter, you're saying that this is gonna work 24 hours a day?
I'm not sure. But whatever you do, just be careful, because your dad created that for a reason.
Yeah. You're going super strength all the time.
Yeah. Well, if you need me, just call. All right? I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And especially if it got to the wrong hand.
See you tomorrow.
You're not going to have that.
He just planted a seed. We're gonna have 24-hour, man.
I feel like it should just be 5 hours. Because what fight's going to last longer than 5 hours?
EK's as soon as you call.
I know there's a lot happening fast. How can we help? You can help me the most if you stay out of my life as Dr. Midnight. What? This is dangerous, Mom. Sylvester's sister was murdered because she got involved. Dr. McNider's daughter? If Dragon King is out there, or whoever it is, I don't want anything to happen to you. It scares me. Please. Stop calling me. Stop helping. Just stop.
understand?
I understand.
He's so disappointed. She hated to do that too, but
Not them walking out like
they be
it's
too.
like bad
It's
things
true
up their
because
life.
their personality though, they're too excited. Like they're gonna go headfirst into danger and not be able to handle it. Beth can't even handle it. She's just the brains right now. She's not equipped. If somebody were to attack them, she's not equipped to fight. I mean, she can outthink generally, but if this whatever's attacking them comes, what is she gonna do? They don't want her parents going.
Oh, it's so good.
So this is gonna be Rick with unlimited power. I think the problem is where he normally has to think wisely to use it. It teaches him patience. It teaches him not to use it unwarranted. Versus unlimited power, you gotta be in control at all times. You gotta be careful. Kind of like what Superman said. I can, just by walking in front of a car, you can cause a whole accident. You know what I'm saying? Like not paying attention, you can get somebody killed. Yolanda breaking in her house.
Why are the door open?
Yolanda's just like sus. She's like, I need to find something.
Maybe I can bring it to you.
Oh my God. It's beautiful.
She's mad.
You know she mad. They don't like her because they know the truth.
Now why she
Loud
put it in
talk.
the obvious spot?
Probably because she was forced out of the underground.
I knew it. I'm gonna kick her ass.
Oh God.
A new episode of Kung Fu premieres next on the
She's been
CW.
looking for a reason.
Courtney and Cameron are spending a lot of time together. I'm trying to help him.
He is a threat.
No, he's not! She's teaching other psychohypochondriac icicles. Love can cloud your judgment.
Okay, so everyone's against Courtney.
But we just seen a scene with Cindy and Yolanda being cordial.
Oh.
I'm surprised.
I didn't see that.
Cindy just said Courtney's been teaching whatever, but she was saying it to our man and Yolanda. I'm surprised Yolanda didn't. They weren't beefing unless she's waiting for her moment.
Yeah.
But Yolanda's pissed. She was gonna go find a reason. Yolanda just does not like her. And I mean, you gotta understand the beef there goes way back before the show started. I mean, after what Yolanda did to her, and then with everything, I'm sure she directly, also impartially blames her for how Henry's death went. I mean, just the chain of events that everything set off. She's never gonna forgive her for that.
Yeah.
So this was a good episode though. There's so much more to the story though. I feel like we did a really good job dissecting it throughout the episode. But there's not enough. There's still not enough to put everything together. You get a little bit each episode. But I like that they're really just fleshing out the characters. They're focused on the mystery, but it's not so much so that it's overwhelming. You know, the story. You can still develop your characters, still have several different storylines going on, and still have this mystery looming. But it's not like distracting you the entire episode. You can still enjoy the other storylines. So I'm excited to see where it goes. Rick then got his abilities for, it seems, unlimitedly now. I doubt it'll stay that way because Sylvester warned him.
It was made that way for a reason.
It was made that way for a reason.
I feel like an hour is too little, but
it could be a little longer than that. But like I said, I think the hour taught discipline. It taught judgment skills. It gave you a lot of
perks.
There's power. With great power comes great responsibility. You need to be responsible with your 1 hour for 24 hours.
that's why it was good for him to start off with an hour.
With his temper. Yeah, and if you are good at self-discipline, kind of like how Cameron is right now, then maybe. But I'm sure there's also another effect that he, like, of having that power, there may be a side effect that we're not aware of, too.
Yeah, but I feel like, it's good because he started off with an hour, but unlike Cameron's been self-disciplining himself for a long time since
he was in an institute.
Yeah, and unlike what's his name? Yeah,
Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
So, but they're obviously setting up a direct conflict between Rick and Cameron. So, and it is dividing them because Rick and Yolanda don't trust anybody. They just, when they got their mind, if somebody's just too shady for them, or if they're linked to shady people, they're just like, no, we're not having it. You need to stay away from them. And Courtney's like, first of all, you're not about to tell me what to do. I'm the leader of this team. She actually likes somebody. She's like, I'm going for it, and I don't really care what you guys think.
And her mama and papa about to be like, this is too dangerous.
I mean, I think just like with everybody's thinking, every character's thinking, the conflict with, we know what happened to his dad. That secret is not something you can really keep forever.
Right.
And your brother
killed him. It's not just a light secret. You can't just be like, oh yeah, my brother killed his dad. Sorry. Yeah, it's like you would have to live that lie. Yeah. Like bringing Cameron to dinner knowing Mike didn't kill his daddy. Like if it was just the fact that his dad was Icicle, that's different. But this just a whole different level.
When it comes to family, some people aren't gonna see it that way. Like it would be way too difficult to explain who and what his dad was. The grandparents don't even want to do it because they know they're wrong. It's wrong, and there's no good way to tell him. It's just not. I feel like whoever tells him, he's gonna turn on them. Whether it's the grandparents and he gets mad because they're in that line of work, or if it's Courtney and he finds out, well, your family is responsible, you and your friends are responsible for killing my dad.
I think once he finds out, he's gonna go to his grandparents and he's gonna be like, did you know? And they're gonna be like,
I think he's gonna lose his temper.
Be like, pow, pow, to everybody.
I don't think he's gonna hurt them. I don't think okay. Not that he won't, I don't think he could. They're too powerful. They're senior. I think they're Icicle senior. They were villains. They're powerful.
Old.
But that old don't mean weak. Old does not mean weak. They're
okay.
And there's two of them.
True.
He's a rookie. They know how to use their powers. Even just the experience, and maybe you're not physically stronger than him, but you're more experienced. You know how to. You know what I mean? Like even old Batman can whoop Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, any of them in any day of the week, even if he's old. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just not. So but I think when he finds out, he's gonna lose his temper. I don't think he's gonna be able to control that. I think he's gonna have a real bad spazzing out like he did in the art room. But I think it's gonna overtake him. His body will probably start to become fully crystallized like his dad did, and I think. At that point, that's when Icicle Jr. will be born, and he's going to be the villain. Yeah. And it's going to hurt Courtney, and it's going to be another one of those I told you so moments. More power to Yolanda and Rick. And because it's not that they're wrong, it's just they're not supportive at all. They just kind of shut things down, and Courtney's all about giving chances, and I think that's what bothers her the most. Her team, other than Beth, is not willing to give chances. Pat's a bit patient. He's like in the middle. He's in the gray area. He will give you a chance, but he's also cautious. Right. But Rick and Yolanda don't want to take the risk at all. Courtney's all about risk. Same with Beth. So it's just like they're split. Yeah. So, and that's what Sylvester's not liking. He's like, I don't want you guys to be split because that's what messed up my team. So there's so many layers to the story the stories that are being told. They're just all divided. Well, at least half of them are divided on all these different villains and their children joining the team. So the way they wrote this show is interesting with the villains. They picked specific villains that have villainous children that want to be good, but their destinies are kind of almost inevitable because of the path their parents set. So very good. how the story is unfolding. But thank you guys for watching, and of course we want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, the page for X.
And we'll see you guys next week for more Stargirl.
Bye.